रिकॉर्डिंग तो रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है। आज का टॉपिक जो भारती जी कवर करेंगे वो स्किन डिजीजेस के ऊपर है। So it's a very, I mean, all topics that he talks about are important, and so is today's topic, skin. So let's see what he has in store for us. So Bharti ji, you can start now. Thank you.
Thank you, Anilji. I really appreciate his contribution. So today we are going to consider skin problems, which includes skin diseases as well. So skin problem is not that you have some disease. It could also lead to, dry skin, itchy skin, or wet skin, or dewness, sweating. People don't know. Normally, it may lead to allergy and asthma if it is not being taken care of early. And solution is not very difficult. From yoga and Ayurveda perspective, your body has 5 elements: fire, air, space, earth, and water. Any imbalance among these elements is reflected in your skin. I mean, it reflects. It's being reflected other places as well, but most of the time, either pain, either sickness, common cold, or skin issues. And most of the time, what we try to do, we try to wrap it up in a cream or in other things instead of treating the problem itself. So 2 elements are very important: the fire and water. As I said, fire, air, space, earth, and water. 2 are very important for fire and water, or it is also called sun and moon. To be a dry skin or wet skin or sweat or itchy and all those. Now, let me introduce you how this problem happens. Now, what happens once you have heat in your body? To curb the heat, your immune system gives you common cold. Through common cold, it tries to compensate the extra heat. Once you get the common cold, it aggravates your thyroid point. Anytime you get common cold, you will have pain here at your thyroid point. And thyroid is very important to manage calcium in your system. So once calcium imbalance happens, then it means there is calcium deficiency. Because thyroid is major factor to digest calcium. So any moment, any time, your thyroid is affected because of common cold, your calcium is affected. And that leads to calcium deficiency and many other problems related to calcium. Now, what happens most of the time, what we do, we resort to supplement those deficiencies. For example, calcium deficiency is there, we get a prescription that add some additional calcium. Our thyroid problem is there, so make sure some synthroid or some other medications are there. But they are not the root cause. As I said, the heat is the problem. Because of the heat, because of fire, because of the sun element, you got common cold. And because to adjust the common cold, your thyroid is affected. And once thyroid is affected, calcium management, calcium in your system gets affected. So it leads a series of things. So first of all, why heat happens? Why heat or cold or anything? There are two basic reasons for that as well. The origin is either some anomaly in your liver or some anomaly in your kidney. And this anomaly, most of the time, it's not being reflected by lab report, because the anomaly is very little, maybe within 20-30% range. It's not within the confidence limit where it is being reflected. It may reflect as well, I'm not saying, if the problem is more. And once liver is affected, your blood becomes impure. So blood impurity also leads to skin issues. All these problems are clubbed. They are together. So make sure whenever you have dry, wet, and or itchy and all these kind of skins are there, make sure you check your liver point. And liver point is very easy. It's here. If you see 1/4 inch below your right little finger. So now I'm not saying both hands. So your liver is only on the right side. So if you see 1/4 inch here, and it hurts a lot, it means the liver is somehow affected. Very easy solution. I gave you multiple times. Whenever you have, there are two ways to clean your liver and kidney. One is asparagus. So make sure you eat some asparagus. That basically cleans or purifies your kidney. And make sure you have a cilantro. Make a quart of cilantro. And there is one more herb, Italian, I always miss its name. Very close to cilantro. What you call that? Italian herb. Anyway.
Parsley.
Yeah, I always miss its name. Parsley. So make sure half parsley, half cilantro or coriander. Make sure you make a quart of that, put in a bottle, and make sure you take a cup. And that resolves the liver. It filters. It makes your liver work better. Once those two things are corrected, then blood impurity will go away. Once blood impurity will go away, then most of the skin problems are resolved. Most of the skin problems are resolved. Now, also, sometimes people don't know, and in Ayurveda, I always recommend, you should not mix certain foods together. Like antibiotic, cereals, citrus fruits or citrus, fish, garlic, and onion. These 4-5 kind of product, make sure you do not club it with cold milk, yogurt, and buttermilk. So few things note down, like antibiotics, like cold milk के साथ antibiotic मत लिया करिए. Cereals, or as I said, citrus, fish, garlic, onion. make sure don't club it with milk products, either especially cold milk, yogurt, or buttermilk. Do not mix them together. That also creates some form of blood impurity, and it's being reflected in your skin disease. If this problem continues for longer period of time, it may be reflected in leukoderma. You know leukoderma, where the skin becomes white or other colors, decoloration of his skins. So if this impurity keep going for longer period of time, then you may get that issue. And also there are other ways to purify your system, as someone was mentioning, that fasting is one of the way. Taking only liquid diet is one of the way. Taking only fruit diet is one of the way. Taking only vit C related diet one day is one of the way to clean your system. So make sure if you do these impurity, that's fine, but you clean your system. I always say, make sure you do service to your body. We normally don't do that. Service to your body, servicing yourself is very, very easy. Either you can fast, you can take different kind of massage, you can do different kind of nasya, you can do different kind of, there are metal, stone, and mantra therapy as well. But normally I do not recommend mantra therapy on online session. People can contact me for that. Now, if heating, there is a quick fix for heating problem. Heating problem means there how do you notice? Lot of itchiness. That's one of the problem. If heat is there, of course you feel more warm. That's one of the problem you have. Of course, if heat is there and you close your fist, you get a lot of sweating here. And its reverse process is coldness. You feel cold. You feel like dampness. You feel like low. Those things are the other part. Also, it is being reflected in pimples and spots and other things. These are the preliminary problems. And as I said, advanced problem could be leukoderma and related diseases on your skin. So make sure you address these issues. As I recommended, do not mix these kind of foods. If heat, you think that itchiness, heat is there, then one very simple yoga exercise is very important. That is called Shitali Pranayama. So you take your tongue out, you make a roll, kind of this. So the process is, let me explain the process first. So take the tongue out, and you have to take it in, making it little bit roundy shape. The moment you do it, you feel little bit cold. Everyone can try that. You can try at home or something. So that's a Shitali Pranayama. So make sure you do 15 to 20 rounds of Shitali Pranayama. Basically, what you are trying to do, you are trying to act as humidifier works. So basically, you try to take the humid from the environment, from the air, to put it in. That's what this little yoga posture, Judge. So 15 to 20 rounds, instant relief you will get by Ichi and all those problems. Of course, make sure you are in secure place to do that. Don't do that in a party or something. So avoid that. There is one more posture. Before next posture, I always recommend you should check your solar plexus, because solar plexus is connected. So make sure your solar plexus is not imbalanced. Other than solar plexus, one simple yogic posture you could do, which is called sun salutation. The 12 poses of sun salutation, that's a generic yoga posture I recommend. And if people don't remember, I can show quickly how to do that. Then we'll come back to this. So sun salutation has 12 poses, and sun salutation is a sangopang all around, generic means. So sun salutation, 12, there are up to 32 poses, but 12 covers most of them. If I show you all 32, it's very difficult for you to remember. And make sure there is a difference between yoga and generic exercise. Yoga means it syncs with your breathing pattern. So the first pose of sun salutation is this one. If you do it with mantra, that's fine. So in this pose, you breathe out. And number 2, this goes back. You inhale. You come down. Try touching the floor. But if you can't, don't worry. Whatever you could do. And you exhale. One leg goes back. Head goes up. You inhale. Both leg goes back. And you see the back wall between your leg. You exhale. You still exhale. Hold your weight if you could on your hand. If not, be on the floor. You still exhale. Head goes forward. And you inhale. Reverse pose. Again, see the back wall, top of the back wall, and as much as you could exhale. The leg went back, comes forward, head goes up. You inhale. Both leg comes forward, both palms touching the floor. Exhale. Both hand goes back. Inhale and exhale. So these 12 poses, I went slowly. This one, inhale, exhale, head goes up, leg goes back, inhale, both leg goes back, see the back wall between your legs, exhale, still exhale your weight on your hand or your whole body on the floor. Still exhale, head goes forward, inhale, and then the reverse pose, again see back, exhale, and same leg comes forward, head goes up, inhale, both leg comes forward, you try touching the floor, exhale, you go back, inhale, and come back, exhale, and then normal breathing. I will show you quickly how this will run in a smooth way, in one shot, where first I had shown you slowly so that you remember how the breathing pattern goes. So normally I do 5 to 7 rounds in 1 minute. And everyone can do that. At least 3 rounds is very easy in 1 minute. 2 to 3 rounds is very easy. So if you do quickly, it goes this way. These 12 poses. Very easy to do. If you confuse with any of the poses, my numbers is always there. I also come to Tanglewood sometime. So you can ask me there. And or you all know Anilji. If you can't find me, you can find him everywhere. So so you can ask him.
This Friday you're coming to Tanglewood.
Yeah, this Friday I'm coming. Yes. Also, one of the very important thing I recommended many times, whenever you see me at Tanglewood or anywhere, not in too much public, you can ask me about your pulse and elemento. If I know your pulse and elemento, I could quickly diagnose many of your regular problems. Also, as I suggested many times, do not rush for medications. Most of the medications you take does not attack the root cause of your problem. They cure, they are symptomatic. They are not systematic. As I suggested, all the problems is happening because liver is malfunctioning. And because of that, blood impurity is there. Because of blood impurity, heat and common cold is there. Because of that, thyroid is affected. And because of that, calcium deficiency happens. Now, what will happen? You will be tested and you will be given calcium medication. That's a symptomatic. That resolves the issue of calcium deficiency, but it does not resolve the problem of your liver, the problem of your thyroid, the problem of common cold. And also many times, whenever you get cough, common cold, nowadays because of corona, people are very scared. But most of the time it's common cold. Please do not try to curb common cold. It enhances your immune system. It tries to throw out foreign element from your system. If you keep curbing your fever, body knows only 2 ways to resolve your issues. Either it heats you up, fever ho jayega aapko. That's how body creates antibodies. Or it gives you cough and common cold. These are very common way of your immune system to resolve the issue inside you. Now, what we try to do, we try to curb this basic instinct of your immune system. Now, if you keep doing this, keep curbing that in 2-3 cycles, if you keep curbing, it is going to reflect with a bigger problem. Of course, it starts with skin and other things. And so make sure if you have fever, try to adjust with hot water, with quath, with liquid diet. Whenever you have fever and other things, make sure you go back to liquid diet, so that your body, your immune system has more power to fight with the foreign element, instead of using a lot of energy digesting your food. So if you go back to you resort to liquid diet, it helps your immune system. So make sure you do that. And liver, I have already suggested, if you press this, it will hurt a lot. Liver is very important organ of your system. And the good thing with your liver is you can grow it back. It grows. So any problem with liver, you can fix it, until unless it's a big issue. Like if someone is liquor addicted for longer period of time, then it's a problem. Also, I am gonna recommend some time. We have some time. Okay, man, I have to fast. So 2 yoga things I recommended: sun salutation, solar plexus. Make sure you always check it. Shitali pranayama. And there are some breathings you can do. Any problem related to your heat and cold in your system, make sure resort to alternate breath. Means anulom vilom, which you already know. I have shown many times how to do. Breathing enhancement, 4 ways breathing, आपको कई बार बता चुका हूं. Inhale करके उसको रोकना. Breathing capacity, the moment your breathing capacity moves up, you have more oxygenation in your system. Most of your problem goes away in an oxygenated environment. And make sure if you have more oxygenated environment inside your system, 2 problems you will be always good. 2 to 3 problems. First, heart related problems. Second thing, cancer related problems. And third thing, Alzheimer related problems. So make sure you keep your environment more oxygenated. Oxygenated करने का very simple way is inhale, breathing enhance, breathing capacity थोड़ा बढ़ा दीजिए. That's all. So once and 4 ways breathing, different part of your lungs are covered. And once you do that, if heating and cooling is a big problem, itching is a big problem, and pimples and all those are a big problem, alternate breathing is there. But if you feel too warm, close your right nostril and inhale and exhale from left for 15 to 20 rounds. Your body will become cool. Make sure left, close the right, inhale, exhale from left to cool your body down. And if you want to test it, you do it 30 rounds, you do your body temperature before and after. One of my friend who is a doctor, he challenged me and I had shown this to him. And he was surprised. He said, why we are not being taught in medical school these things, that you can control your body temperature. Same way, if cold is there and you feel like damp, cold, wet, remember, in this environment, your digestion becomes very poor. If cold effect is more in the body. Also, your fat accumulation will be more from the food. So अगर body में cold system ज़्यादा है तो to curb that, this time close the left and inhale, exhale 50 to 20 rounds from right. Always remember, do not do other way. अगर कोल्ड है और लेफ्ट से कर दिया तो कोल्ड बढ़ जाएगा. And if heat is there and you are doing the right, then heat will go up. So remember, for heat, do from to control, manage the heat, do from left. To control and manage cold, from right. Always do that. One more thing, few acupressure points. Thyroid. Everyone knows that by now. This is the thyroid point. If hurts a lot, of course you have thyroid problem if it hurts a lot. But if thyroid problem is not there, this also tells the health of your endocrine gland. Liver, I had already recommended. 3-4 things I suggest always every month, once a while you should test. Lymph gland for any fatal disease, upcoming fatal disease, your liver, and also your spleen. So liver is only on your right side and spleen is only on your left side. So if you, this one is about 2 inches below, it's around this area, spleen. So this also, and if you don't have, I give you a little trick here. If you don't have any problem and this hurts a lot, carcinogen cells are growing inside your body. Means cancer ka khatra zyada hai if this spleen is hurting a lot. So make sure, do not advertise, just go for your regular body test and you will figure it out. So without any cause, if this hurts, this tells carcinogen cell, unwanted growth inside. If the spleen hurts a lot. Now, there are few things you should always do. Nasya kya kariye? Thoda sa oil through your nostrils, take inside. Thoda sa le lijiye. And the best way, sit down on the chair, put 1 drop here, 1 drop here. Bring it in. So nasya. If dry skin is a big problem, put 1 to 2 drops, lie down on your back, put 1 to 2 drops of oil in your belly button. That will resolve immediate skin problem. So most of the women and young girls uses a lot of cream. If they do this particular thing, the dry skin problem will go away. Some oil in their belly button. There are few other things you could do, like there is a health drink I prepare. If the problem is severe, I can prepare a health drink for you. And of course, there are other things. Make sure vitamin C enriched diet you should take. Vitamin C it affects. So make sure vitamin C, as I suggested, you have to take every day. for 6 kind of taste I recommended: bitter, astringent, pungent, sweet, sour, and salt. But make sure if skin disease or skin problems are there, allergy problem is there, asthma related problem is there, increase your vitamin C capacity, not through pills, but through fruits. So make sure vitamin C increase कर दीजिए. Calcium enriched diet थोड़ा बढ़ा दीजिए. Tofu and all those, tofu, paneer, potassium through banana. Make sure don't take too much. If you have too much potassium, then it also hurts somewhere. Make sure you make a green juice. 5 to 7 green, whatever seasonal greens are there. Beans are there, cucumber are there, leaves are there, coriander is there. You can put parsley or cilantro. And many other greens are there. You can put lauki or opal little bit. So 5 to 7 kind of greens, make a quath, put in a bottle, make sure you put some salt in order as a preservative. And make sure first thing in the morning, take that green thing. That will be sufficient for many deficiencies. And in generic, otherwise I will let you know after testing your element. In generic, if heat is too much in your system, put a silver ring in your little finger. You can also put a stone called moti. Contrary, if cold is too much, a gold ring with diamond or ruby will help you out. If I test your elemento, I can exactly pinpoint which finger will work out better. And as I suggested, you can put ruby, neelam in gold for cold. And for mantra therapy, you can call. I open the floor for questions. Sometime, I have only 45, 50 minutes.